What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Should be a real quick video today. I'm going to be looking at the Anechoic 30 from Anechoic Suppressors. I've already done a full video detailing this suppressor. If you're interested in watching that, and I highly recommend it, I'll put a card on the screen with a link to that video. If you're not familiar with Anechoic Suppressors, they make a extremely lightweight, very durable suppressor out of really high grade titanium. They are a higher end suppressor, and they come from the factory with this vented end cap, which makes it a lower back pressure suppressor. But if you're familiar with how lower back pressure suppressors work, they let a little more gas out through the can than a full back pressure suppressor will, which makes them a little bit snappier, a little louder than a traditional suppressor. Now if you're like me, I buy suppressors because I want my gunshot to be as quiet as it can possibly be. Now when you go for those kind of suppressors, you got to deal with gas. You get a lot of gas back to the face, and it's just part of it. The more restrictive the baffles are in that suppressor, that gas still has to go somewhere, so it's going to come back down the barrel, out the gas port, and on an AR platform it's going to come out around the charging handle. And it's just a fact of life if you want the quietest suppressor possible. Nowadays a lot of people are more sensitive to the gas. Of course, the gas is not real healthy for you to breathe in. You know, if you can avoid it, absolutely avoid breathing in that gas. A method that's become really popular nowadays is to have a high flow, low back pressure suppressor and just go ahead and vent some more of that gas out the front of the suppressor. Now most of that extra sound should go downrange toward whatever you're shooting at, so should still be fairly quiet back toward the shooter, but it's never going to be as quiet as a full back pressure suppressor. Now what Anechoic Suppressors has done, they ship their cam with a vented end cap to reduce that back pressure. But if you're like me and you want the quietest option possible, they do offer sealed end caps that you can buy for each of their suppressors, and that's what I've done here. I've got the sealed end cap for the Anechoic 30. You need to get your caliber specific end cap, and we're going to test it out today and see what the difference is in sound levels between the vented end cap and the solid end cap. Now if you guys are interested in checking out Anechoic Suppressors or picking one up, you can use code KYTAC at Anechoic Suppressors to knock 15% off your purchase price. So that's a pretty good savings on a really high-end, lightweight suppressor. They're available in several different colors. Head over to their website and check them out. Let's go ahead and get this cam mounted up and see what the difference is between these end caps. The gun I'm going to be using is my 8.3 inch 300 Blackout. And you're probably saying, why is there two red dots mounted back to back? This is a setup I've been trying here lately. I've got a red dot on an offset and a red dot in my normal position. The theory behind it is the normally mounted red dot is zeroed for supersonic 300 Blackout. My offset red dot is zeroed for 300 Blackout subs. And I've got to say, I've really enjoyed the setup so far. It actually works out really well. Now the Anechoic suppressors are threaded hub 1.375 by 24, so they will accept any of your industry standard mounts. I'm running a Griffin pattern extended mount from Echo Machine. You could also mount up Dead Air Chemo, Xeno, Q Plan B. You can run any mount that's hub threaded in this suppressor, so very versatile. I really like to see that in all my suppressors. Alright, I've got some 220 grain subs from AAC loaded up. If you guys are interested in picking up some AAC ammo, there's a link to AAC or Palmetto State on my campsite page. AAC offers some really good affordable ammo. Head over, check them out. If you use my link, it helps the channel out and I really appreciate it. Alright, we're going to start off with the vented end cap. Alright, now you definitely get a little more pop It's still at a level where you can shoot a few rounds without ear pro. It's not going to hurt your hearing too much. My ears are not ringing, but it is an uncomfortably loud pop, even with subs. Obviously, you're going to have a little first round pop, so your first 1 or 2 rounds are going to be louder than others. We got our first 2 rounds out of the way. Let's take a couple more with the vented end cap, see if it gets any better. Yeah, once you get that first round pop out of the way, it's really not bad. I wouldn't suggest shooting a long string of fire without ear pro with the vented end cap, but it is tolerable if you had to do it. I'll take a couple more shots. We'll pay attention to ejection pattern and how much gas we're getting back. All right, so you'll see a lot of gas going out the front and not so much coming back out the ejection port. Our ejection pattern's about the 3:30, 4 o'clock position. Yeah, not bad on the gas at all. Now let's go ahead and switch to the solid end cap, see how much of a difference that makes. And here you can see the difference between the vented end cap and the solid end cap. The solid end caps are caliber specific. Obviously you want your aperture here to be as tight as possible to the caliber to get the most effect and the most suppression. If you do have a 30 caliber can, you can get a 30 caliber end cap, or if you're using your 30 caliber suppressor on a 5.56, you could get the 5.56 223 caliber end cap. So offers you a little bit of versatility. The end cap on the anechoic suppressors are left hand threaded. That way you don't have to worry about them really coming loose at all. They do come with this tool for tightening up your end cap or loosening your end cap, and it comes with a couple wrenches for installing your mount, and it's got a hex here on the end that mounts up with the end cap tool. You pretty much get everything you need right out of the box with the anechoic suppressors. Alright, we got our solid end cap mounted up, still loaded with 220 grain subs. Let's see what it sounds like with the solid end cap. Definitely a little quieter here in person. Obviously without the vents you're going to be restricting a lot more of that gas, so it also brings those decibel levels down a little bit. Let me pay attention to how much gas is coming back. So yeah, we're getting a little more gas back down the ejection port. Injection pattern still in about the 4 o'clock position. Getting quite a bit more gas back down the system with the solid end cap. Alright, so there you heard it with the vented end cap and with the solid end cap. With anechoic suppressors, you get the option to run it in either configuration. Whether you're sensitive to the gas, you can run the vented end cap. If you're more sensitive to the sound or you need your setup to be as quiet as possible, you can run it with that solid end cap. So you get that little bit of versatility in a really lightweight suppressor. Really well made. These are fantastic, very good looking suppressors. It's hard to describe how lightweight they are. That's one of my favorite parts of the anechoic suppressors. I mean, you can't even tell it's on the end of your muzzle. It literally, it's almost like it makes no difference at all in weight. The heaviest part's going to be whatever mount you're running on it, and the mount's back here on your muzzle device anyway, not out here at the end. All the weight out here on the end is really lightweight, so it's kind of like you don't even feel the suppressor there. Anechoic Suppressors does offer each caliber of suppressor in this shorter length, or you can get the longer 8-inch length. If you guys would like to know more about the Anechoic Suppressors, Anechoic 30, be sure to check out the link to my previous video. There'll also be a link in the description to that video. Again, if you guys are interested in picking up an anechoic suppressor, head over to their website. There's a link on my campsite page. Use code KYTAC and save yourself 15% off the price. Really appreciate you guys watching. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the anechoic suppressors. How much of a difference could you tell on video between the vented end cap and the solid end cap? If you guys like the video, please take a second to hit that like button. It really does make a difference. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe with all notifications, and be sure to catch me on the next video.